we're going to finish off this question. We've done part A and got a time of 500 seconds. And now we're doing part B and just converting that time into minutes. So if we look over here, we've taken our time of 500 seconds. To go to minutes, we're going to a bigger unit, so we divide by 60 because there's 60 seconds in a minute. So if you do 500 divided by 60 on your calculator, it probably will give you something you don't necessarily want. Just make sure you use the SD key on your calculator to change the form of the answer to what you're happy with. So I actually would prefer that the answer was written as a mixed numeral. So use the SD key or the Shift SD to get it to a mixed numeral. And then you'll get 8 1/3 minutes. The other answer that would be acceptable would be 8.3 recurring minutes. But just be careful, if you've got 8.333 on your screen, that's the only acceptable answer for the decimal, that you have your recurring dot in the right spot. So rather than risk that, I'd be happier just using the SD key or the Shift SD to get that to a mixed numeral answer. Okay, the next question, the last one we're doing, says sound travels at approximately 330 metres per second. If you compare that to the last question that we did, we were dealing with the speed of light over here, and this is the speed of sound. Light travels far faster than what sound does, and you'll know that when you listen to lightning and thunder and see what happens there. Okay, or if you can hear a noise a lot slower go across the water than you would with light, which you can't even see happening. All right, so they're telling you here if Mach 1 is the speed of sound, and they've told you the speed of sound is 330 metres per second. How fast is Mach 5? Now, I'm not expecting you to understand what that means, but just accept that Mach 5 is 5 times Mach 1. So we're going to do 5 times 330 metres per second, which Mach 1 was the speed of sound. And then we're going to work that out on the calculator, and we get 1,650 metres per second for Mach 5. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we have to change that answer because the question said that they wanted it in kilometres per second. And our answer is in metres per second. So you can do what you like to go from there to your final answer, but I'm just doing it like this because sometimes they might want it as kilometres per hour or kilometres per minute or something. So what I've done is I've written 1,650 metres on the top, seconds on the bottom. Now, because it's per second and there's no number there, it's always a 1. So all we're doing, we're going to keep the seconds because that's what we want in our answer, but we don't want the metres, we want that to be kilometres. So we're going to convert metres to kilometres. We're going to a bigger unit, so we're going to divide by 1,000 because kilo means 1,000. There's 1,000 metres in a kilometre. So if you do 1,650 divided by 1,000 on your calculator, you'll get 1.65. And then all of this bit here just equals 1.65, and we have kilometres per second written on the end. I think the answer in the textbook for this one is wrong. They've said that the answer is 1.7 kilometres per second, so they've rounded it off, but there was nowhere over here where they actually asked you for that rounding. Okay, if they wanted that rounding, they should have said they want it correct to 2 significant figures. They didn't say that, so we're going to give the calculator answer. Okay, so good luck with your homework.